I'm Webster Lewin. I'm the Senior Vice President, Director of Digital Innovation and Strategy here in New York. Well, one of the things that's definitely exciting and a huge trend is the way social media has become such an important part of the way people use their mobile devices. So recently you saw with the release of the iPhone 3GS about a month ago that YouTube mobile uploads to YouTube increased 400%. So what that really says to me is that these devices, as they become more sophisticated, they're really allowing people to tap into their social networks like Twitter and YouTube and Facebook more frequently with richer content and express themselves even more. I think that's the biggest trend that's happening this year, is that social media and mobile are becoming almost inseparable. So we're starting to see Twitter feeds being used out in print and out-of-home advertising, and that's actually kind of interesting from a mobile marketing perspective, because for a long time people thought, oh, these short codes are going to be the best way to get people to engage when they're out and around. But Twitter has created an ecosystem where people can just create an account and aggregate a feed around content and get people to join it with very low barriers to entry. So I think that it's going to become one of the dominant ways that people kind of collect sentiment and around a brand.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the things that excited me about joining MS&L, and I joined late last year, that the work that was already being done in the social media space, which was integrating mobile where it was appropriate, like programs that we've done for Pontiac that involved people uploading from mobile devices, and the GM Fastlane blog, which is fully available, via mobile. You can post to it from mobile. You can read all the content. You can experience all of the video because it's all on YouTube, and YouTube is fully accessible via mobile as well. So those kinds of exciting integrations, and when we're looking at mobile, really we don't see it as a separate channel anymore. We see it as a way to empower what we're doing in social media and marketing, and really it's become such an integral part of everything that we do when we plan or when we pitch, that I think it's only a matter of time before we start to see a lot more of this actually being integrated into the work. We're starting to see it. We've got some great case studies that we can talk to now, and I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of those. Well, I think MS&L, what we bring to the table when it comes to mobile is our deep expertise in the social realm. And we see, as I mentioned, mobile and social really go hand in hand. So if you look at the things that we've done for GM and Pontiac, and work that we're doing right now for Heineken on YouTube that uses mobile, and it's really such an important part of that understanding. And we have a team of experts, including myself, that have literally years of experience developing mobile applications, mobile websites. We just recently launched a mobile website for our healthcare practice called Breaking the Code, so you can see msnlworldwide.com/breakingthecode, or you can text MSLBTC to 39668 to get the link sent to your phone. And this is just an example of how it's seamless. It's a seamless process where the user could be on any device. It's not about creating a completely different experience for the phone as on the web. It's about creating a seamless experience. This is actually the funny thing, is the hardest question for me to answer, Arian. I have so many applications on my phone. I literally download, new applications every day. But when I think of the ones that are really the most exciting to me, when I think about the Google products and how they just keep getting better and better and better. I mean, they keep looking at ways to add more features to the search. So now you can actually search for products near you on the iPhone version of Google. You can use your voice to search. And with the other enhancements, like integrating it with maps and being able to pull local phone numbers easily, into your contact list on the iPhone, and it just keeps getting better. And even the Google Latitude, the ability to kind of disclose where you're at to your social network, even if it's the ones, it's not necessarily integrated with your Facebook or your Twitter feed yet. But I think that's one of the areas where you're going to see a lot more the location-based kind of integration, where I can basically share with my social network where I'm at, just in the same way now, like Flickster on the iPhone is a really good app. And I use it to decide what videos I'm going to watch on video on demand, right? So because it pulls in the information from Rotten Tomatoes, which is one of my trusted sources for what movies are good. And if it gets a lot of a good score in Rotten Tomatoes and I can see that on Flickster on my iPhone, then I'm likely to purchase the movie. And what's cool about that is because Flickster is linked to my Facebook account, I can then now announce to my social network what I think about this movie and see what my other social network peers thought about a movie that I'm considering. So that's one that I'm using a lot recently, but there's so many. It's really hard. I mean, and frankly, right now it seems like there's just a renaissance in mobile applications, because I think we're probably going to see 100,000 apps in the App Store before the end of the year, just on the iPhone, and then all the work that's being done on BlackBerry and the Android phones, which are starting to take off as well. It's remarkable. I mean, apps are really where it's at these days. Well, you know what? As you can see, I've got both. And frankly, for email, I'm more on the BlackBerry side, and the way, this BlackBerry is pretty good. I've got the HTML email now, so I can see pictures in my email. When I click on things, I can go out and see them on the web, and it's a pretty good experience. But for just sheer usability and entertainment, the fact that I've got like 16 gigabytes, and this is the older one, of music and videos and all these great fun apps and games that I like to play, it's really hard. I think I'll be carrying two phones for a long time.